Hi, and welcome to Beyond the Breakthrough. I'm Rochelle Roner, your host, and I am so excited to have you here. This channel was created as a space for all of us to celebrate our achievements and successes, gain tips and tools to move beyond the breakthrough, and to be inspired to create change. So let's jump in. Hello, and welcome back to Beyond the Breakthrough. I am Rochelle Roner, your host, and I am so excited for you all to be here today again with us. Today, I want to jump right into talking about something that was created by me and the people that I serve. This is the system that I discovered works so well for so many people who have been approaching the idea of goal setting all wrong, all these years, right? All the time. And this is my framework called the Goal Gap Framework. Right? And we're going to be going into this in a little bit of a series. So I'm going to give you an overview today, and then there will be more videos that come out along the way. So please be sure that you subscribe and turn on your notifications by clicking the little bell to make sure that you get the next several videos that are going to be in the series as we break apart each section. Okay. So like I said, we're going to dive into the Goal Gap Framework, and this is really a tool to help you move from where you are now to where you want to be, right? It helps you close the gap between your goals and the achievement of your goals, something that is missing for so many in so many different ways, right? And this framework is really there to guide you towards meaningful progress, right? So we're going to break it down into clear pieces so that you can really start to close your gap as you work towards your goals. All right, so what is the goal gap? So let's talk about the basics here, right? The goal gap is really that space between your current reality and the future that you envision for yourself. So it could be a health goal, it could be a career advancement, or even like a personal milestone. It doesn't really matter what the goal is. There's always a process between your goal and the achievement of your goal, right? So think about it this way. We spend so much time planning vacations or holidays, making sure that they are perfect, right? We plan out where we want to go. We do some research. We land on a location, but then it keeps going. We have to look for the best accommodations, a hotel, restaurants that are around so that we can make plans and reservations. And we're likely going to spend some time checking out what's in the area or what adventures we can get involved with while we're there, right? So we spend time to make sure that we have everything set up. After that, we have to pack. We have to make sure we have the right clothes. We have to have the right toiletries, all the things to take with us. So there is a lot of planning that goes on in these vacations, and you probably end up spending more time planning than you do being on the vacation. But when it comes to setting goals and moving in a direction for our personal selves and our lives, we really don't spend the time to plan out. We kind of just wait for a time when we're like, I'm fed up with this, or I want something different, or, oh, it's New Year's, right? So resolutions. And we just jump on it without any plans whatsoever, right? So we really need to take some time to dig a little bit deeper into the before process of goal setting, right? Now, here's the thing. One of the things that we tend to do when it comes to goals without that planning piece is we write goals from a place of something that we want to fix. Instead of, like our vacations, writing it from a place of where we want to go, having that vision, having that clear kind of idea of what's on the other side, what we're hoping to get when we're there. And when we do that, we're so focused on what's wrong that it's hard for us to move forward, right? So when we're writing our goals, it is really important for us to think about the future instead of simply trying to fix something that's happening in the moment, here and now, right? And that's why a lot of us don't achieve a lot of the goals. It's because our focus is so fixed on, our focus is so in tune to fixing a problem, right? That we're not really looking at what's on the other side, okay? We're not looking at the bigger problem. We're not looking at what the outcome could be. It's so much more effective if you can work towards something that you have a vision for as you go through the process versus working to get rid of or changing something. the good news is that the goal gap framework will help you shift this way of thinking and really help you to get clear on what it is that you want. Not just what you want to fix and help you create something different, but help you create a vision with actionable strategies to get you there, right? So sometimes in the process, we discover that goals we've been sitting on are just a small piece of what our vision is, and we end up adjusting just a little bit, which is great. But the missing link to this is having a vision and knowing where we want to go, right? The other piece, or the missing link to the gap on the other end of goal setting, is after goal setting. It's the process that trips so many people up, even when they have a really well thought out goal with a great vision and a great plan. It's the obstacles, right? We all face them. We do. All the time, every day, we have them, all areas of life, right? There's no eliminating them, but what we can do is do a little self-reflection to start to understand. Well, first identify, then understand and work through the obstacles that come up along the way, the challenges that show up for us, right? So the framework is built around 3 main pillars, okay? We have 3 things that if we can learn to shift and change will make a huge difference when it comes to setting our goals and achieving our goals, right? And sticking through to the end with them. So we have the design, we have the discovery, and we have the conquer, right? So the design is really understanding what you truly want, why it matters to you, and crafting a clear, motivating picture of your desired future, right? This includes exploring your values, your priorities, diving into self-discovery, and really crafting that vision and turning the vision itself into goals and steps, okay? This is going to be a huge shift and make a huge difference for you as you approach goal setting and you look at this process. Then we're going to do this discovery, right? We're going to discover from our future, from our vision of what we wanted to create, what we desire to create and to have, how to set appropriate goals that align with the vision. Okay, we're going to break the goals into smaller and more manageable parts with action steps, implementing them, and figure out best ways to track your progress as you go along. The most important part is that our goals are going to be designed around our future, not from an area of fixing, not from a place of changing something that isn't feeling good anymore. And then conquering. We are going to identify potential barriers and plan strategies to overcome them. That's it. We are going to overcome them. Because once we put that plan into action, we will understand the barriers that are popping up for us. We'll be able to dive into the obstacles, what they mean to you and for you, and we'll be able to overcome them, learning to repeat that process over and over again so that we can continue with this as we continue to move on towards our future, right? So each pillar builds on the one before it, creating this step-by-step approach that really leads to sustainable change and sustainable success, right? And this is what we're looking for. So the framework works because it's tailored to you. It's not about following a one-size-fits-all plan. It's not about writing SMART goals or trying this method or that method. It's really about aligning your goals with your values and making progress in a way that fits your life, right? It's designed to be flexible because life happens. Your goals might shift, but the goal gap framework helps you to stay adaptable while keeping your focus on the bigger picture, your vision, right? It also takes us out of this place of fixing something that's wrong and working towards a desired goal, right? A desired vision, okay? So in this series, we're going to take a closer look at each one of those 3 components: the design, right? We got to know where we're going. The discovery, we got to know what it is we want and how do we make it ourselves get there. And then the conquer, how do we overcome those obstacles? And we're going to break them down with examples and tips that you can start to use right away, right? So if you're ready to start closing the gap on your goal to achievement, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss one of these upcoming videos. And if this framework resonates with you, leave a comment sharing a goal that you're excited to work on or work towards. I love to cheer you on. I am your biggest cheerleader, 100%, right? All right. Well, thank you so much for being here today. And remember, the gap between where you are and where you want to be is just an opportunity waiting for you to be bridged. Together, we will make this happen. I promise. Follow along. Stay connected. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and we will see you on the next video.